Hey, I know that it's been a bit since you guys have seen a video with my face that's not just me talking about gameplay or doing a screen recording of something showing off a Pokemon Showdown team, something along those lines. And it is for a very serious reason. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not retiring from YouTube. There's just a lot of shit going on right now, and I need to get everything sorted out. Like, uh, fucking, my mental health's all over the place. Like, haven't been able to get shit done because of it, even though I need to force myself to. If you need to see how bad it is, yeah. It's just, I've needed to do that shit for a while, and I just haven't forced myself to. And that's not even the best or worst part. Everything just, it's all really chaotic right now. And I was doing fine up until the night or 3 nights ago. Basically, I ended up seeing over Facebook that one of my teachers that I've had in the past ended up passing. And for me, it wasn't just unfortunate news, it was much worse. Because while she wasn't part of any blood family or anything, this teacher has done so much for me and so much for so many people that I couldn't just. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to describe it right now. I can't even stop myself from stuttering mid sentence. But as soon as I heard the news, I just immediately went into the shower and cried for half an hour straight, breaking down over the news I've heard because of how much this person meant to me and how much they did for me. And why did the person mean so much for me? Why did this teacher mean so much? Well, basically, the reason why this teacher has meant so much to me is because at the time that I had her as a teacher, it was over the course of 2 years. She was my choir teacher for my junior high years. And over the course of that time, I was starting to fall out of love with a passion that I had at the time that I wanted to chase. At the time, I was going headfirst into being a video game developer, specifically character design and coding. But the difficulty was just something that stressed me out so much and I couldn't keep up with. So I decided to give up on that because it was something that I physically wasn't able to keep up with constantly. And at that point, I had been lost and not really known what to do. But then I started feeling something pretty strongly. Every single day in choir, I'd one of the few classes that I actually would enjoy, despite my numerous mental health problems. And over the course of those 2 years, I'd start finding out different bands, different kinds of music, and it had just, the music started to mesmerize me. And I started to grow increasingly passionate about it. Songs like Bring Me to Life, Numb, In the End, just. And I really thought that I had found something new, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to completely chase after it or if I should just give up on any ambitions right there. But then My teacher throughout those 2 years, she was always there, always telling me how great that I was doing, always telling me that she knows that I'd be able to make it with whatever I do. Just no matter what state I was in, constantly being reassuring and motivating, doing everything she could to help. And this this only began to mean more as time has went on, especially because over those 2 years that I had her, my 8th grade and ninth grade year, I attempted to take my own life 4 times within those 2 years. And even despite all that, she didn't waver. She didn't lose hope in me. If anything, her hope grew stronger. Her She knew that no matter what happened, no matter how hard I no matter the shit that I had ended up going through, she had the confidence that I'd make it out. And I did. I'm here right now, fucking hell. 19 years of my life, but anyway, just she really helped me find what I was she helped me find a passion and something to try to chase after and achieve when it was something that was just lost in my life at that point. So that is why she not only meant so much to me, but even after death still means so much to me. And it right now I'm not really sure what to do about it because I already broke down over it a few days ago, but I'm trying to hold myself back from letting it completely take over my life. And normally, my immediate response to these things is my brain tries to take all the emotions from being distraught and being depressed and immediately turn them into bitterness, which is something worse, but still keeps my mind off the depression temporarily. And I'm just trying to stick away from that right now because at the end of the day, it is just as unhealthy. But it's it's really hard at the end of the day. I know that it's not going to be easy. Fucking there's not a single damn day on this planet that's easy for anyone. I don't give a shit what ethnicity, gender, sexuality you are, just it's not fucking easy for anyone. But I made it this far. I've been through a lot of shit, seen a lot of people that I care about go through a lot of shit. There's still the rest of the mountain, and I'm only so far up, but there's more to go. And I know that if she were still here, she wouldn't want me to just give up that easily. She helped me see my way through so much, and it would just be completely disingenuous and disrespectful to simply give up at a moment like this and let it get to me. So, I'm not going to be gone forever. As the video says, it's just for now. I'm not permanently retiring. I mean, I already upload infrequently enough. But for the moment, I just need to take a break, try to get this all settled out. It it's probably going to be multiple months before I upload again and not just the regular 1.5 months because there's a lot going through my head right now. Even other than the death, like Work's getting increasingly more complicated. There's a new manager that really has no clue what they're doing. Hours are constantly getting changed up. The constantly shifting atmosphere. It's just sensory overload is already something that I've really struggled with, and it's beginning to get so much more stressful for me. So I just need to try to take the time to cool down and let everything flow naturally so I can try to get back to a state of being less erratic than I am right now. I need to try to get back to a more neutral state where I'm not constantly panicking about one thing or another and I'm just content with whatever happens. And I think the final nail in the coffin was definitely the death of my teacher, but I'm trying to channel it into something positive. Right now, I know that I will undoubtedly be doing a tribute album for her, an entire cover, an entire tribute album, cover songs for every single one of them. I may throw in an original, but I haven't really come up with lyrics yet. But with how much she's done for me, it's the absolute least I could do for her to try to repay everything. So, I'll see you guys the next time I upload a video. And Mrs. Watt, I know that you're watching from beyond the grave, and I may not believe in the Christian God. I may not believe in any religious God that I've heard of, but I do believe that there is some form of life after death. And I know that wherever you are, you're watching everyone who loved you and everyone who you loved and still rooting for their success. And I won't let you down, Miss Watt. Thank you for everything you've done.